Hey YouTubers, I'm back. I am about to fry some drumsticks. And one of the things that is highly requested for me to do, especially like when my mom comes to town or my little sisters, they always want me to fry some chicken. So I'm like, okay, let me see. It's very basic. I don't do a lot to my chicken. You'll see I use pepper, black pepper, a little bit of garlic salt. I season one side of the chicken drumsticks with the garlic salt and pepper, and the other side I'll use the Morton salt, iodized salt, and pepper. Canola oil I like to cook in, and this is all-purpose flour. Pillsbury all-purpose flour is what I use. And I just throw my legs inside of a bag, and I'll show you it. I just put it inside a plastic bag like this and get them nice and seasoned in the flour. And you'll see my pan here with the grease in there. Let's turn that down some. We don't want it too high. We'll put some chicken inside of the bag. And then we'll go from there. Just shake that bag up. And get it nice and seasoned. Good flour all over it. And I kind of shake the flour off in the bag, place it in the pan. I know a lot of people will say they cannot fry chicken, but you just want to make sure you temper your pan. I don't care what pan you use, you want to make sure it's not too hot, or you'll end up cooking your chicken entirely too fast. And you know, like once you're putting the raw chicken in the pan, it's going to start cooling the pan down, the grease down too, but just for a little while. I just place my chicken in there. And I like to put it in the pan nice and even so it'll cook nice and evenly. I know some people like put a lid on their pan. I don't do any of that. I just go ahead and fry mine the way you see me frying it now. I don't know how many times I'm always sitting and watching somebody else cook on YouTube or, you know, do whatever they're doing. And I'm like, you know, I can't do that. So today I'm like, you know what? I can do it. I can do it. If anybody else can do it, so can I. So I just want to share my tips on how I fry my chicken. So we're just going to let that cook on each side. I would say a good 5, maybe 6 minutes on each side. I just let mine cook. And then I rotate. I'll flip it over for another 5 to 6 minutes on each side for a good 20-25 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. And then I'll finally remove them from the grease. So what I was doing is I was turning up my temperature. So I have it now like on the 7.5, because I have like what, a few drumsticks in there, 7 drumsticks in there. You hear it cooking. And just let it cook. Let it do its thing. And then we'll be back. And when I come back, we'll be flipping it over so you'll see what it looks like after a good maybe 5-6 minutes of cooking on one side, or maybe a little longer if you like. But I cook mine. I've been doing it so long, I really don't pay attention to how long I let it cook on each side. So I would say for someone like starting off that may not know how to cook fried chicken that well, you can just toss it in the pan like this and let it cook until it becomes golden brown, and then you want to turn it over and allow the other side to cook until it becomes golden brown. But you don't want to cook it up too high because it'll cook too fast on the outside and it won't be done on the inside. So we'll be back. Alright, YouTubers, as you can see, I've let the chicken cook for a good maybe 7 minutes, and I wish you could smell the aroma. It smells so heavenly. So we're just going to give it a turn. And when you turn it, you'll see how it starts to cook and turn a nice golden brown. You see that? A nice golden brown. And that's what you're looking for. See how nice and even that is? And with like my bigger pieces like this one here and that one, I'll normally let them stay in a little bit longer and let them cook a little more when I take out the ones that are a little quite smaller than those. That's what it looks like when you let it cook. Nice and golden brown. So we'll let that cook on that side now for 7 to 12 minutes, I say. Just let it cook, and just make sure that you come and check it periodically, and just to make sure that it's not cooking and burning on the other side. Alright? Okay, so I'm back. I've let the chicken cook on the opposite side for a good 7 to 12 minutes, I would say. And you can see, because you can tell that the chicken is starting to get done. You'll see where it starts to split sometimes open. And it's a clear indication that the chicken is cooking and doing pretty good. And you see me flipping it now. So that's my second turn. I'm flipping it back over to the side that I cooked previously to let it cook again for a good 12 minutes or so. And then I'll repeat the same process all over again once this side has cooked. And then by then it should be done. Look at that. And remember I told you before, with the bigger pieces, you want to let them just cook a little bit longer. So I'll go ahead and flip the smaller pieces over. And one of the things I've learned throughout the years of cooking and frying chicken is it'll start to float, that bone will start to lift up when it starts to get done. You'll see it start to float a little bit in the oil. Like this is starting to do. It smells so good. Do you see the color? Nice and golden. Those are my last two that I'll flip. Those are the larger pieces. I'll just flip that. turn it this way to give it some room. And free it a little bit of space. And then that last piece, I'm gonna flip it. We'll let that cook for another 12 minutes on the first initial side. Once I place the chicken into the pan, so that'll cook for 12 minutes, and then we'll flip this over again and let it cook on the second side for another 12 minutes, and then we'll be taking it out. And by then we'll check out my other channel where I'm making crock pot macaroni and cheese to go along with this deep fried chicken for the family. So go over there and check it out. Thanks a lot. As you can see, I'm coming up on the last turn. We're going to turn this chicken to the last time before we take it out of the pan. And look at how nice that is. My kids are telling me to hurry up, they're hungry. I knew it, this guy to have some patience with the food. Look at that. And once I take this out, I'll sit it for about a good 3 to 5 minutes to let it cool down some before serving it. And I have a little rack that I'll place it on to let it drain and cool down some. So look at there. So on the last turn, I cooked it for 12 minutes on each side. The first side, then we flip it over, cook it for 12 minutes, up to 12 minutes on the other side, and then you do that process twice on each side before you actually remove it from the grease, and it should be nice and done all the way through. And again, you don't want to have it up too high because then it'll cook too fast and you won't get that nice golden even tone if you have the grease or the pan up too high, the stove up too high, should I say. Even it sounds nice, don't it? Alright, so we'll be back with the finished product in just a minute. Alright, that's the final result of the fried chicken. So we're going to start taking it out. And I did turn it over so you could see prior to me taking it out. Just so you can see like that piece there. You'll see how it turns nice and golden brown. Alright, like look at this. So what I do is I just place my fork in there. And I'll just kind of drain it, let that grease drain off of it. And then I'll place it here on a rack. And let it drain. Same thing again, you'll see me take it from here. And I always start with the smaller pieces and give the bigger pieces a little more time, frying time. So we'll start here with this one. Yeah. And we'll place it on the rack. And just let it drain. don't know if you can see that smoke coming off of there. Last one. And then we're done. Look at there. Golden fried chicken.